Morning. Today we're going to assemble, last week we dehydrated some vegetables and we dehydrated some ground beef, and today we're going to assemble all that fairly quickly to make a packable beef stew-like dish. But I've already got the vegetables packaged up. These are vacuum sealed and they're kind of promised out to a couple people. These were vacuum sealed, but one thing you got to be really careful with, especially with like the potatoes and stuff, the hard edges. Once it's all vacuum sealed up, them hard edges can poke a hole in the plastic bag. So these two, it's only been a week, so I still trust them fairly well. These two I'm going to set aside. My wife and I are going to kind of dry run some stuff out here in the backwoods camp, maybe this weekend, so we can make plans to go out to a new campsite that we found. So I'll probably save this for this weekend, and then we can do that as a meal. I've also got the ground beef sectioned out into fours. That 1 pound dried itself down to, I think it was 177 grams. I went with grams just on the scale because it was easier to divide it up instead of ounce increments. So I got them 44 grams per division here. Also, I'm probably going to put in a separate container from the ground beef. I'm still working out how I'm going to assemble everything. I've got just a McCormick's beef stew mix. I'm going to divide this up into fourths also. And like I said, probably put it in a separate little baggie with spices. And I know I'm going to add a little bit of extra spices to it, probably some celery seed, some minced onion, some minced garlic, and probably the same with onion and garlic powders. And a couple things about the rehydrating of the vegetables. I plan on doing these for a dinner, but if you're going to do it for a lunch, either or, it's going to take a bit of time for them to rehydrate. Pour boiling water, over them and let them sit. It can take up to about 2 hours maybe. So if you're at a stationary camp, it's not too big of a deal. Just put them off into a little pot and set them off to the side. Or if you're out and about moving, if you plan it for a dinner, then maybe at lunchtime, put them in a little container, put some boiling water in them, and then just throw it back in your pack, or maybe even a spare water bottle. If it can hold the boiling water, I'm not so sure. But either way, just put them off into some kind of container that you can keep them from leaking. Also, I guess ideally you want to, if it was 1 cup of vegetables, you'd want 1 cup of water, but I'm going to go with just covering them in whatever container they're in. So that's pretty much it with this. I'll come back in a minute once I divide this up and then divide these out and just show you kind of the overall package and maybe even just weigh it to see how light the whole meal becomes. Okay, I've got everything packaged up. These are the ones that were already promised out, so I got them all packaged up kind of nice and neatly. Set of instructions, the ground beef, the vegetables, and a little seasoning packet. Let's see, and it will weigh right at, reset, there you go. Four ounces. It's a complete meal, 4 ounces. Of course, it's going to take about 2.5 cups of water total, I guess, by the time you rehydrate everything too. And then the ones that I'm keeping for myself, I got one already packaged up. I did not vacuum seal the ground beef because I'm going to just use it again here in a couple days, and didn't see where it was really necessary for myself. So that's pretty much it. Just a little easy packable meal that we can. This one's all an experiment, but I don't doubt that I'll like it. I seasoned the little sauce kit with a little bit of crushed red pepper flake, some celery seed, minced onion, and then some garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of thyme, and a little bit of oregano. So it should be quite tasty. Let you guys know that maybe over the weekend. And then for the two that are promised out, I hope you guys enjoy them. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.